Congressman, you joined the U.S. Air Force during the Vietnam War. You got your education while you were in service. You served 26 years. So I'm really especially interested in your thoughts on what's happening in Afghanistan.
Well, first of all, thanks, Charles, for mentioning that. You know, I did serve for nearly 27 years in the Air Force, and I know what strategic planning looks like. My last assignment was the director of the CIO staff at U.S. Special Operations Command, and I can tell you, this is not it. This is the worst national security strategic planning and operational execution failure in modern American history. It ranks up there with the Bay of Pigs under Kennedy, the Saigon fall, our exit from Vietnam. This is a tragedy.
Sir, this August 31st deadline, what do you make of it? Is it smart planning? Does it box us in? A lot of experts are saying it's just nonsensical, and it's a self-inflicted wound to have to now negotiate around that and put the Taliban in a greater position.
It doesn't box us in. It boxes us completely out of options. Here we are, the greatest, most powerful nation on the planet, and we're essentially capitulating to the Taliban. The Taliban has issued a statement saying that there will be consequences if we're not out by August 31st. This is a Biden administration. President Biden set this deadline, not the Taliban. The Biden administration did. And they need to make a commitment to get every single American and every one of the Afghanis that helped us during that struggle to get them safely out of that country.
About an hour or so ago, the Taliban sent a communique that it seems like they are reluctant or will now stop those Afghanis that you just talked about from leaving the country. What do we do about that?
Well, that's a good question, because that was part of the negotiated deal. And when you negotiate with liars and cheaters, that's what you're going to get. We already know the Taliban can't be trusted. We should have known that going in. When you develop a strategic plan like this, you plan for the worst case. And you have contingencies for every scenario, from nothing to everything. And here it appears that we have no answers to some of the most basic questions, like the one you just asked. What do we do when that deadline gets there and we're not out yet?
Well, the president's going to be speaking any moment now. He has been pretty dug in on his decision. They've spent a lot of time trying to spin it to make the American public like it. Obviously, they are swayed by polls. Maybe the polls will get them to make some different changes rather than traditional military strategy. Let me switch gears here for a moment.
Sure, go ahead.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
Well,
finish your thought.
I was going to say, you know, I have tremendous respect for General Austin and General Milley, but if this is what they call advice and counsel to the president, if this is the kind of plan that they gave him, then they failed the American people and they should resign and apologize. But if they did not, and I understand from colleagues that this is not the plan they gave the president, they have a moral obligation to tell the American people that this president is grossly incompetent for the job.
I've got just 30 seconds. I do want to ask about all the shenanigans this week on Capitol Hill. Nancy Pelosi convening everyone early, trying to push through simultaneously this $3.5 trillion spending bill, along with the bipartisan infrastructure plan. How's that all looking right now? Are you going to? Is the House going to have to approve these things simultaneously?
Look, it looks like that they're going to potentially deem the budget through a rule rather than bringing it to the floor for a vote. That in itself is a disaster. This is spending money that we don't have, Charles. It is recklessly irresponsible.
Representative Bill Johnson, thank you for your service to the country, and we appreciate your thoughts today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.